Hi, and welcome to my guide of the quest Ratcatchers. The quest requirements are Gertrude's cat, Icthalarin's little helper, and the start of the giant dwarf. Skill requirements are actually none. Items needed are, as the quest name suggests, you will need to catch a lot of rats, which requires either a kitten or a regular sized pet cat. Now a kitten is quite annoying because of its high fail rate, so it is actually better to wait 3 hours and let your kitten grow into a regular sized grown pet cat. Next item is a catspeak amulet, doesn't need to be enchanted. A kwuarm, a marrentil, red spider eggs, an empty vial and an empty pot, a bucket of milk, unicorn horn dust, some weeds which you can get by raking any farming patch which has some weeds on it. Then you will need to have 4 slices of cheese, at least 101 coins and a tinderbox. What I forgot to mention is that you will also need to have some fish to be able to heal up your cat during its boss battle. If you have a regular sized cat, between 5 and 10 fish should be enough, but if you only have a kitten, then between 10 and 15 should be enough fish. It doesn't matter which kind of fish, raw or cooked, as long as it is fish, your cat will be able to eat it. Then for the suggested items is only bring weight reducing armor like full graceful outfit set, because we don't need to fight anything during this quest, as well as approximately 3 stamina potions. Since I don't have these on my account, I will need to bring like 6 super energy potions. I think that should be enough. Then for the teleports, between 1 and 3 Varrock teleports. You could easily do it with just 1, I just bring 2 extra just to skip 10 seconds of this quest. 2 teleports to Ardougne, 2 teleports to Port Sarim. The first one I will be using a pest control minigame teleport, and then for the second one I will be using a glory charge to Drainer village. Then for the final teleport is one to Pollinvneach. To get myself to Pollinvneach I will be using a ring of dueling charge to teleport myself to duel arena. I will buy a chanty pass for 5 GP and then also buy a carpet ride to Pollinvneach for 200 GP. That's why I have 205 GP extra above the minimum requirement of 101. Now as you can see, I've already started this quest because I lost my kitten. Because I've talked to Gertrude, I've actually already started the quest, even though I only wanted to have a kitten. So what you just need to do to start this quest is also just go to Gertrude's house, just like in the Gertrude's cat quest, just south of the cooking guild, talk to her and you will automatically start this quest. Next we will need to go to the Varrock sewers. Now you can just simply use one of your 3 Varrock teleports or just run to the Varrock. And I will need to go north of Horvik's armor shop. We will now need to go to the Varrock sewers, which is just south of the Varrock estate agent. Here at the manhole, climb down the manhole and go north and go to the quest start. Here we will find Grime Squirt and Fish Pet. Let's drop our pet cat and equip our catspeak amulet, and let's talk to one of the 2 sisters. Just keep pressing the spacebar until they will tell you that you will need to catch 8 rats. After the conversation is over, right click and interact with your cat and start catching 8 of these rats by clicking Chase Vermin. Okie dokie, this has been rat number 8 caught. After you've caught all 8 rats, let's talk to one of the 2 sisters until you will get a rat pole in your inventory. Alright, skip through the dialogue and let's teleport ourselves now to Ardougne after the conversation is over. Now we just need to go to the building just west of the Temple of Icthalarin quest sign, as well as where you can get your Ardougne achievement, the diary cloak. The building just west of there is a minigame sign, and that is the building where we'll need to go next. Okay, here just west of the Flying Horse Inn, I think. Let's enter the building with the minigame sign, and here we should find in the southwestern room Jimmy Basler. Let's first call our cat by using the whistle in our equipment screen. Let's pick up the cat and let's talk to Jimmy. Just keep pressing the spacebar and he will give you directions. Oh my god, this takes forever. Next, let's read the directions and select the first option to follow the directions to the house, and you will be transported to the big mansion. Now if you still have not picked up your cat, be sure to do that right now, because now we'll need to go to all the way north of the mansion to be able to climb up the trellis to be able to enter the mansion. Now we can't just go running straight north because we will get automatically seen, and once you get seen you will just get transported back to the entrance gate. Now the problem with your cat is that it also can't get seen, so you will also just get teleported back to the entrance gate, so be sure to pick up your cat. Now this is also the most annoying part of the quest in my opinion. First we will need to go to the southwestern corner and avoid being seen by any guard. Now we just need to pass one guard. Once the guard here just west of you walks north or is facing north, just pass him, go to the southwestern corner, and now just follow the western fence north until you see a hexagon tower. Just keep hugging the western fence until you see that tower. Here we will need to wait, and now we will need to pass 2 more guards. So hopefully you can zoom out a little bit. Now we just need to be very patient. There are 2 guards that I distinguish by calling one guard the northern guard, because he walks north of the hexagon, like this one. And there's also the eastern guard, which walks east of the hedge. Now we just need to be very patient, because the eastern guard, standing east of the hedge, will need to face south. Meanwhile, the northern guard will need to be facing north. Now if you think this will take way too long, what you also can do is just hop worlds. It is also a possibility, and hopefully in another world you will be able to run past the guards quicker. So this guard is just going back south, so I'm going to hop worlds again. Well, once again, just wait, be very patient, and if you get seen, just get back to this hexagon tower and try again. What we'll need to do is just pass both of the guards and make your way to the northwestern corner. I think I should be able to pass them now. The eastern guard is going south and the northern guard is still north. Alright, I just made it to the northwestern tower or hexagon tower, and now we just need to stay here north of the northern hedge. Turn our camera south and we should be able to find a trellis over there. Be sure that the guard is facing south or is quite far away from you, and let's climb up the trellis. It should be the only guard that we'll need to watch out for, and let's climb the trellis and then immediately go west. Let's stand next to the potted flower, because there are also 2 guards that we will need to pass here. Now if you are very unlucky, The two guards are also able to stand here on the balcony, and instead of being teleported all the way back to the entrance, you will be teleported back north of the western hedge over there. Then you just need to watch for the one or maybe two guards and just climb up the trellis and try again. So once we are here upstairs, we will now need to go first to the western room. To go to the western room, we just need to go and pass both of the guards. Now this guard is walking onto the balcony. When he goes back, the other guard is going on the hallway, so this world is pretty much a no-go. So I'm going to hop worlds real quick. Is this one better? I think so. After that guard moves back to the room with the staircase, this guard will be still standing there. Let's just go to the western room. You may leave the door open, that's no problem. Well, you can't even close it. Never mind then. And inside this room you should find a rat. There are 6 rats in this house or mansion that we will need to catch. So first let's drop our cat. Let's equip our rat pole. Don't stand in the way of the cat to be able to catch the rat. Maybe lure your cat next to the rat and chase vermin. If the rat isn't in this room for some reason, you can just simply hop and the rat should be there. Then you will get an option to add the rat to the pole. You may say yes or no, it actually does not matter. As long as the 6 rats in this mansion are gone, then this part of the quest is also done. So now we will need to go to the most northeastern room after we have caught the rat in this room. That is quite annoying, this world, because now the guard needs to go walking that way, then all to the balcony, then all the way back, so that takes way too long. I'm going to hop once again. Alright, I just finally found a world. Be sure to not stand next to the doorway. Don't just walk mostly north and just go to the eastern room. You may stand on the the hallway is 3 squares wide. Do not stand on the southern tiles, just use the center or the northern one and you should be fine. If you walk next to this doorway on the southern tile, any guard just standing next to the staircase or anywhere in the room will catch you and you will be teleported back outside. Alright, as you can see, there are actually no rats in this northeastern room, but this is actually step number 1. We will now need to go from this eastern room to the southeastern room. So therefore we will need to wait once again, so that the eastern guard is standing on the balcony and the western guard, well, it doesn't really matter where he is as long as he just is not really that close to you. So we actually just need to watch the eastern guard. Oh yeah, I might have deleted the clip, but be sure to pick up your cat before doing this part. And after the eastern guard is onto the balcony, in the next step I will be running to the southeastern room. Oh my god, this quest is so much easier. The last time I had so much trouble with this quest. Alright, here in this storage junk yard room, let's drop our cat and here we will find 2 more rats that we will need to catch. Now after you've caught these 2 rats, it is actually the most difficult part of the quest completed in my opinion. Next we just need to go downstairs and there we'll find 4 more rats. Alright, after you've caught the 2 rats in this room, be sure that all the rats are gone and surely your cat has not missed any of them. Let's climb down the ladder. And here are no more guards, so you don't need to stay on edge. Just interact with your cat and kill the 2 rats inside of this bedroom storage room. And after you have caught these 2 rats, just enter the room north, which is the kitchen, I think. And inside that kitchen there will be 2 more rats. And after we have caught those 2 rats, we will need to check our quest log to see that we will have completed the most annoying part of this quest, in my opinion. Alright, fucking finally, yes, this cat just will not catch any rats. After you have caught every single rat in this house, you will talk to your cats, add it to the rat pool if you want to. And if you want to be really sure, click on your quest log and you will see that you have caught every rat inside of this house. Now you just need to escape unseen from the house. We just need to go back to Ardougne, so just teleport yourself. So just use a teleport, this is a lot easier, and make your way back to Jimmy. And he will send us to the next person that we will need to catch rats for. Alright, let's talk to Jimmy. Skip through the conversation and next we will need to go to Varrock. Skip through the conversation, click on it to open, next close and teleport to Varrock. And next we will need to go to the restricted area. The area with the fence, just like in the biohazard quest. There we should also find a minigame sign as well as a manhole. Alright, let's enter this restricted area and next to the manhole we should find Hook-Nosed Jack. Let's talk to him. Just skip through the conversation and he should give you some poison. Alright, after you skip through this dialogue, let's go south. Just keep going south, now we'll need to go to the most southwestern building. Enter the warehouse, then open the southern door inside of the room and here you should find behind a small wall, a ladder. Climb up this ladder and here we should find a lot of rats. But we will not be able to kill or catch them all. But we will need to use poison cheese on each of the rat holes. So first let's use the rat poison on all 4 of our slices of cheese. Next let's go to the western wall and here we should find the first rat hole. Let's right click and use the poison cheese on the rat hole. Next, let's go to the southeastern corner and do the same thing over there. Then next a little bit north, still on the eastern wall, use that on the second to last rat hole. And then for the final rat hole is just a bit northwest from you, in that northwestern corner. Use it on it. After you've talked to yourself, let's climb downstairs and return to Jack. Select the second option, can I help? Next we will need to go to the apothecary because his cat is sick from killing poisoned rats. So we will now need to go to the apothecary, and if you do not know where he is located, it is on the other side of Varrock. Instead of the southeastern, he is in the southwestern part of Varrock. He's just west of the sword shop and south of the western bank. Let's select about something else. And then select the final option, I need to talk to you about cats. Just skip through the dialogue and he will give you some cat anti-poison. Next, let's go to the bank and grab our 10 fish that we will need to use to heal up our cat, because now it is time for our cat's boss fight. Okie dokie, let's talk to Jack. Next we will need to go and return to the warehouse, because now it is time to kill the king rat. So let's go back to the room where you've used all the poison cheese on the rat holes. Right, so in this little corner room there we'll find the NPC King Rat, and to be able to attack and defeat the King Rat, it will need to be defeated by your cat. So let's first pick it up. Be sure that you have some fish in your inventory, and then use your pet cat on the hole in wall in the southeastern corner. Just do that, then say yes, are you sure? And it will be inside. Just wait a moment and then we will need to select the second option, get that nasty rat. Here it is. Just wait a moment and the battle will engage. So, now you'll see that the king rat and your cat now both have health bars. When your cat or kitten only has 3 hit points, so you will need to be very careful. To be able to heal your cat, you will need to use raw fish or cooked fish on the hole in wall. If you do that, you'll see that the health bar of your cat or kitten is completely regenerated. You can wait as long as you want for you to heal your cat, but I wouldn't suggest letting your cat drop to 1 HP before you use some fish on the hole. Now we just need to wait until your cat has defeated King Rat, so we will be able to move on to the next spot and be done with Varrock. Alright, after King Rat has been defeated, so let's wait a moment and our cat will follow us again. Let's climb downstairs, and now we just need to return to Jack one last time to be done with Varrock. After we've spoken to Jack, we will need to go to Keldagrim. That's why you needed to have started the quest The Giant Dwarf, so you will be able to go to Icthalarin. That is where we'll need to go next. I'm going to quickly use a Varrock teleport. And let's run to the Grand Exchange and then just simply take a cart to Icthalarin. So here at the transportation sign, just a little bit northwest of the Grand Exchange, let's call our cat, pick it up, right click on the trapdoor and travel to make ourselves go to Icthalarin. Next, if you have OS Buddy, you can see your minimap, and we will need to go to that golden pickaxe, the pickaxe shop on your minimap. Right next to it, there is where we'll need to go. Oh, I'm already here. That's quite quick. And next to the mining shop, next to the pickaxe shop, we should find Smoking Joe. Let's talk to him. Select the first option. Could I be of any help? Alright, now we'll need to smoke the rats out of a rat hole. So first let's use the weeds on the pot and then light it with your tinderbox. Then go a bit east and enter the alcove with a couple of crates in it. Stand next to the southern crates and there you should find a rat hole if you turn your camera a little bit south. Be sure to have equipped your catspeak amulet, drop your cat and then use the smoldering pot on the rat hole, and this will start a cutscene. Okay, apparently my cat has disappeared, maybe call it. Once your cat is next to you, let's use the smoldering pot on the rat hole once again, and this should start the conversation with your cat. Let's skip through the conversation. After this cutscene is over, this rat will be gone and we will be done with Icthalarin. Let's just skip through the dialogue. Let's talk to Smoking Joe. And we have now unlocked the rat pits in Icthalarin. Next, for the final rat pits area, which is in Port Sarim, let's teleport to that port. I'm going to use a pest control minigame teleport. Okay, after arriving in Port Sarim, we will need to go north of the fishing shop, and there we'll find the face next to the last minigame sign of rat pits. Let's talk to her. Next, we will need to climb down the manhole to talk to Varrock. Let's go south and let's go to the eastern room. West of that red fence we should find Varrock. Let's talk to her. And she will not tell you what you want to know. So after all this conversation is over, we will need to return to the face. Alright, it's finally over. Let's return to the face. And after we've spoken to her, we will need to go to Pollinvneach. Now before going to Pollinvneach, in Pollinvneach we will be getting a scroll as well as a snake charm. After talking to the face, of course. But if you have banked your snake charm from the Viewed quest, drop it. Go to the bank and drop your snake charm, else you will not be able to get it from the snake charmer. Alright, I've spoken to the face and I'm on my way to Pollinvneach. Now when you've reached Pollinvneach, you will need to have at least 101 coins in your inventory. And I guess I will see you over there. Alright, after arriving to Pollinvneach, just like in the field quest, let's go to the snake charmer. If you don't know where he's located sitting next to the wall of the southern wall of the Pollinvneach bar. And here we'll see him charming a snake. When you have 101 GP in your inventory, let's use the coin stack on the money pot. So you'll have his full attention. Select the second option about animal charming. Just skip through the dialogue until we will need to select the third option. What if I offered you some money? Then select the second option, forget about it. Then the second option, walk away slowly. Then select the first option, stop. And he will sell it for you for 100 GP. Once we have the snake charm and the music scroll, we will need to return to Port Sarim to finally be able to complete this quest. Now for my second teleportation method to Port Sarim, I will be using a glory charge. And I will be using the one in my house. Alright, once we have returned to the face, let's first pick up our cat, else the rats won't spawn, of course. And now it is pretty much a quite confusing part of the quest. First we will need to read the music scroll, and here we'll find 8 flutes. One of the 8 flutes will have a red symbol above it. This red symbol means that this flute is octave. Now the order of your flutes are completely at random for everyone. So what I suggest you to do is open your notepad. I have just opened it up. Here's my notepad. Make it a little bit smaller. And now you just need to write down the notes that you will need to play. So first I need to fill up the holes, all 6 of them, for flute number 1. Flute number 2, I need to fill up 3 holes, the first 3, then 5, then 4. Now this is random for everyone, so just do it for your own one. Then for flute number 5 it is 6, but there is a red symbol above it, so it is octave. Next for number 5 is 1, then it is 6 but empty. And then for the final flute it is 2. Alright, once you've done this, let's minimize this a little bit and now close the interface and click on the snake charm. You will now see that there's once again 8 flutes, the octave symbol, and there are also, if you look at the top right, that there are 8 different pages. Each page is the number of flutes that you will need to select. So for example, page 1 means flute 1. For me it was 6. All 6 needed to be filled, so I will just select flute number 1 and I'm done with page number 1. Let's go to page number 2, do the same thing. For me it was number 3. Go to page number 3 and do this for all 8 pages. Now for number 5, this was 6 filled but with octave. So that means I will just need to select this, select the octave symbol and just go continue with your filling up the notes. Then I just need to have a 1, 6 empty, which is this one, and then I just need to have a 2. Alright, once you are done with filling all the notes of all the 8 pages, just click on the play option and this should trigger a cutscene. Once you see a lot of rats spawning, this means that you have pretty much completed this quest. Okay, don't let your character run too far away, because now we will just need to climb down the manhole. Let's return to Felcrash and complete this quest. Alright, let's talk to her, skip through the dialogue, and congratulations, you've completed the Ratcatchers quest. You are awarded with 2 quest points, 4500 thieving experience, access to the rat pits and unlocked wily and lazy cats. Now all these items that you currently have in your inventory, most of them are useless. I like the rat ball, it looks quite nice. But for the smoldering pot and the snake charm and the music scroll, as well as the directions, that's pretty much useless. This was my guide how to complete the Ratcatchers quest. Hopefully it helped. Subscribe, rate and comment. Okay, thanks, bye.